Hi everyone, it's me, and this is my first ever video in the series of self-love that I have broken up over several parts that we're gonna work through monthly for the next year. I have 12 parts all ready to go, but before we begin, I'd like to start with a prayer asking the source, God, creator gods, the divine, ancestors, the archangels, our family, our loved ones, and spirits and entities and all those that surround us to bring nothing but positivity and love to this video. Who am I? My name's Jennifer. Most people call me Jenny or Mama Edie. I am a wife. I am a mother, a daughter. I am a friend, and because of the last year and working on myself and going through this journey of self-realization, self-love, I now realize that I can be a teacher. I've been chosen to teach others how to walk in their own light and find their purpose. I didn't know this right from the get. It took a lot of obstacles, a lot of what would seem like downfalls or life lessons to get to this point. I had to work through it all, one day at a time, one problem at a time, one addiction at a time, obstacle after obstacle. I kept growing and thriving and searching for my purpose. And I'm still learning. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You never stop growing, you never stop learning, and you never stop rediscovering who you are. I feel like that's where I started my whole journey, is I didn't know who I was anymore. I knew who I was to everyone else. I knew what people wanted me to be or what people thought I was. I could play the role of a mother, and I often would do the activities that mothers do with other mothers or other wives, or I would take on the hobbies of my significant other or my children. And it came to a point where I kept asking myself, what do I like? What do I want to do? What do I enjoy? And I couldn't answer that. I had no idea. I just kept saying, how do I not know what I like? I've been around for 40 plus years, and I had no clue what I would enjoy, what kind of hobbies I wanted to do, what I like to do in my pastime, what kind of person I was. That was a wake-up call. That was the red flag for me. I'm like, this is not gonna happen. I need to know who I am and what I'm here for. Because I know I'm a good mother. And I know I strive to be the best wife, daughter, friend, all of that. But there's gotta be more. Like, that's not my only purpose. There's gotta be more to it. And I'm gonna find out. So I did, one day at a time. When you go into the dictionary and you read up self-love, the definition of self-love is regard of one's own happiness or advantage. So I asked myself, am I happy? And then I would answer, well, my children are happy. Great, I'm really happy my children are happy, but was I happy? Them being happy, yes, I'm glad for that. But am I happy? So then I ask myself, am I happy? Well, my husband's happy. Or my parents are happy. Or everyone around me seems happy, so I must be happy. That's what I was wrong. I was fooling myself. I was not happy. And I had to learn to be okay with that and know that my unhappiness had nothing to do with anyone around me. It was not their fault. It is not their burden. They had no reason or involvement in my unhappiness. it was solely on me. So I took the steps and decided to find my happiness. So I had to go inwards first. So in the next 12 months, every month I have broken it down into certain steps on basically what I did, my journey, how I worked through it. I kind of went back over the year and took a look at every single experience I went through, and I'm taking you on the exact same timeline that I took, even by the month. So we're gonna start out this month, February. It's just called My Beginning. Basically, more of a detailed explanation of what I just said to you. Kind of finding those reasons on why you feel stagnant, why you feel like you're searching for more. And then we're gonna go into health. You know, like what kind of steps do I need to take to make myself feel better? Because overall, a good, healthy body and mind is going to be like your biggest asset. We're gonna talk about invisible friends, kind of when you distance yourself from others, the friends that you talk to when no one else is around. You might talk to yourself, your inner voice, maybe God, maybe someone that you love that passed on. And we're gonna move into hobbies, starting to play around and finding the things that you enjoy, figuring out what it is that you love to do and narrowing it down a little bit. Then we're gonna move on to outer beauty and inflated egos, and how outer beauty can lead to big egos and self-esteem, and how self-love really kind of walks that fine line with big egos. And then after that, ego death. That one's a big one, and I'm sure you're all gonna hit that hard. It's a tough one, so that's why after that we're gonna take a break for a month so you guys can work on yourselves and have some alone time and self-reflection. And then we're gonna come back and start working with your emotional health, setting up boundaries, and this kind of talks more about self-respect. After that, we're gonna learn about wisdom, knowledge, obtaining education, and reading books, and looking at things from different perspectives, not just what is shown to you or told to you, but learning how to analyze situations much more deeper, which will lead us right into intuition, kind of that third sense, your sixth sense, feeling out energies and vibrations and the tone of a room and the people that you talk to and you associate with. After that, in December, we're gonna work on self-control, which I'm like, that couldn't be more perfectly timed, because that is a month where we really have to reel ourselves in and practice a lot of self-control. Leading up to shedding illusions. Finally, we'll be coming towards the end of this, where you will be starting to really see yourself for who you are and who you're meant to be, and all the illusions that you made up of yourself will start falling to the wayside, which will ultimately wrap up with becoming me, becoming who you are meant to be, what God intended for you to be, what you intended for you to be before you even came here, which is perfectly timed up with wrapping it up with the spring equinox of 2025 and going into a new year. Now, in conclusion to this, I just want to touch really quick that I will be offering up group talks, chats, support, exercises through each month on how to achieve what we're working on that month, and a monthly video towards the middle of the month on the topic that we're working on currently. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to do this with you guys. I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy putting these videos and group chats together for you. Thank you so much for giving me your time, and have a beautiful day.